Welcome to my new video. Today I will tell you about the Iran royal family. The world looks towards Iran, and some, with a certain nostalgia, towards one family, the Pahlavis. Almost half a century has passed, 47 years, since they went into exile, but many Iranians continue to see Farah Diba, widow of Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi and his first and last, Empress Shahbanu, as an emblematic figure of their imperial past, with 2,500 years of history. From Paris, she has already sent a message of hope in an interview with AFP. What will be decisive is the capacity of the Iranian people to unite around a peaceful, orderly, and sovereign transition to a state governed by the rule of law. She is the pillar of a royal dynasty that is now more in the spotlight than ever. Farah Diba. She was a young architecture student in Paris when she met Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. At a reception at the Iranian embassy in the City of Lights, they fell in love at first sight, and on December 21, 1959, they exchanged vows in the Hall of Mirrors of the majestic Golestan Palace in Tehran. That place, once a symbol of imperial splendor, now suffers the ravages of war. According to authorities, bombings have caused serious damage. A style icon, known as the Persian Grace Kelly, Farah was much more than an elegant empress. She was the first to support laws that favored women's emancipation, such as the right to vote and the right to divorce, until the monarchy fell. 10 days before that January 16, 1979, the Shah had already foreseen his inevitable fate. "It might be better if we leave," he confided in Farah, who would tell Point of View about it many years later. Little did she know she was saying goodbye to her people forever. At the gates of the imperial palace, some of her staff waved farewell, tears in their eyes, as camera flashes captured the moment. "I realized I was leaving everything behind. My family, my home, my country," the empress explained. "At that moment, we became true exiles, wandering from country to country." They first stopped in Aswan, then Marrakesh, the Bahamas, and Cuernavaca, Mexico, all while the Shah's health deteriorated. He had cancer, an illness he kept so secret that not even the CIA knew, and after undergoing surgery in the United States, he returned to Egypt in March 1980. He died in Cairo on July 27 of that same year, longing to one day return, leaving behind 4 heartbroken children: Farahnaz, 1963, Reza, 1960, Ali Reza, 1966, and Layla, 1970. Tragedy, however, would strike the Pahlavi family again. Farah had to cope with the deaths of 2 of her children, Layla, in 2001, and Ali, who has one daughter, Ariana Layla, born in 2011, 10 years later. For them, it was awful to move from one country to another while terrible things were happening in Iran, and their father was being spoken about so badly on television. She made Paris her home once again, and from there she follows the news from Iran day by day, as she recounted in an interview we published in Ola magazine a few years ago. Many of her compatriots still write to her asking her to tell them her story. She noted, "I tell them that Iran, the real Iran, their Iran, will be reborn. We are a nation with 5 millennia of civilization behind us." Reza Pahlavi, the voice from exile. After his father's coronation in 1967, Reza, the firstborn son, became the crown prince. He was in the United States, completing his pilot training in Texas, when his parents went into exile. He was also unable to return to Iran. Although he eventually settled in the United States, studying political science at the University of Southern California, he has become the voice of the family and the monarchy in exile. In 1986, he married Yasmin Eddamadamini. She was just 17, he was 25, but they shared a very similar story. Yasmin was also Iranian, and her family had had to flee the country after the outbreak of the revolution. They started a family. They have 3 daughters, Noor, Iman, and Farah, and live in Washington. A lawyer by profession, she overcame breast cancer 6 years ago and continues to be a great support to her husband in exile. 2 days ago, she posted a video on her social networks supporting the Iranian people. Noor, Iman, and Farah, 3 influencer princesses. In 1992, Reza and Yasmin welcomed their first daughter, Noor. She studied psychology at Georgetown, although she works in finance and currently lives and works in New York. She is another of the family's most visible faces. She has turned her social media. She has 2 million followers into her platform to talk about social causes. She is a human rights activist and also about the situation in Iran. The young princess also captivates with her style, and many see her as the worthy heir to her grandmother Farah's style. Noor is only a year younger than her sister Aman, 1993, who followed in her footsteps, graduating in psychology and communications. She also lives in New York City, and last year married businessman Bradley Sherman in an intimate ceremony near the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, which reunited the Iranian royal family in exile. The youngest is Farah, 2004. The three are very close and, as can be seen on their social media, they are passionate about travel. The mystery of Farahnaz. She has no social media accounts, nor does she give interviews. Farahnaz, the eldest of Farah Diba's children, to whom she is very close, has a degree in social work, specializing in child psychology, and is very involved in social issues. She has never married nor had children, and her life remains, in part, a mystery. Discretion has always been her guiding principle until a few weeks ago when she unexpectedly appeared at a rally in Munich in support of human rights in Iran, draped in the lion and the sun, the flag of Pahlavi Iran. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be grateful for every like, comment, and especially subscription.